Howdy everyone, it's your buddy BP. It is March 4th, 2016, Friday morning, which means that it is Zor Day, and he is somewhere here in the tower. I am going to go ahead and assume he's where that big cluster of players are. So let's go over there and pay him a visit. And here he is, right outside the speaker, against the balcony. Nice little collection of people here. Let's go ahead and see what he has for sale this week. Titans this week will get the Mark 44 Stand-Asides. It has an intellect and strength build. Its perks include sidearm ammo, rocket launcher ammo, and arc double down. Its exotic perk is Be Somewhere Else. Increases the duration of shoulder charge and tighter turn radius while sprinting. The Stand-Asides are one of the least popular exotic armors in the game, and it's easy to see why. It's all based around one ability, but I think it supplements that ability rather well. Shoulder charge is very, very deadly in PvP. It is a one-hit kill in almost all situations, and it's not too hard to learn how to use it. So it's pretty easy to figure out. And on its own, it lasts about 5 seconds. It takes about 2 seconds for it to activate after you go into a sprint, and then it lasts about 5. This will extend it to 8, which might not sound like much, but you can definitely feel it. If you're really big into using shoulder charge and you use these for a long time, and then you switch to something else, you can definitely feel the change. You have a considerably smaller window of opportunity to land your shoulder charge, and this helps out a lot. It's kind of like shoulder charge with training wheels. It's not really a competitive armor, I would say. Later down the line, when you start getting used to shoulder charge, you're going to want to switch up for armamentarium or something else like that for PvP activities. In PvE, it's useless, but in PvP, it's really fun to use if you enjoy shoulder charge. So yeah, if you're a fan of shoulder charge, you'll probably enjoy these. Everyone else can avoid them, though. Hunters this week will get the Graviton Forfeit. It has a strength and intellect build, mostly built around intellect. Its abilities include Ashes to Assets, Heavy Lifting, and Innervation. Its exotic perk is Elusive Shadow, which gives you the Shade Step ability on your Night Stalker for free. Shade Step, of course, is that ability where you press your crouch button twice in quick succession and you do this sort of evasive roll move. Really, really good for PvP. It's the kind of thing that takes a little bit of getting used to, so you can get a feel of it. But wow, this thing has saved me a lot. This is the reason why I'm using more Hunter in PvP. I didn't really pay that much attention to the Night Stalker class when the Taken King dropped, but I've recently started picking up Night Stalker again, learning how to use the smoke bombs, learning how to use the Shade Step, and wow, in PvP. This thing is great, and it's fun to use, and I was surprised how easy I was able to pick it up. It's not too difficult to learn. In PvE, it's okay. It can help you out in a few situations, but it's definitely more of a PvP helmet, and this thing will give you that ability for free, so you can run something else, probably Keen Scout or something like that. But yes, for Night Stalkers, you absolutely must have this. This is a great helmet. Warlocks this week will get the Nothing Manacles. It has an intellect and discipline build, and it's based exclusively around discipline, which is a really good role for this. Its perks include Energy Projection, Momentum Transfer, Sniper Rifle Loader, and Pulse Rifle Loader. Its exotic ability is Scatter Charge. Enables tracking for scatter grenades, and your scatter grenade will stack twice. Scatter grenades are one of those kind of abilities where it's really powerful, but it affects, on its own, it affects a very small area, so it's not always practical for PvP. In PvE, I guess it's okay if you're going up against like a really slow-moving target that can take a lot of damage, like a tier 2 enemy. You can do a lot of damage that way, but for PvP, it's not something you would want to use. You would definitely want to use Axiom Bolt. But this makes it viable for PvP. It's not the most aggressive tracking. It used to be really aggressive, but then they toned it down for year 2. But it still works very well, and it lets that ability stack twice. And I really like grenades on Void Walkers, which is what this is for, of course, because they have abilities that allow you to decrease the cooldown time of your grenades, such as the Hunger and Embrace the Void, which combos very well with this. PvE and PvP, these things are great. Void Walkers, definitely get this. This is a very fun and very useful exotic armor, and the roll on it is spectacular. We don't get an engram, but we do get a weapon. It is the Hawkmoon, which is an exotic hand cannon. Its abilities include accurized ballistics, field choke, and aggressive ballistics. Its perks are luck in the chamber, hammer forged, quick draw, and speed reload. Its exotic perk is holding aces, which causes 2 random bullets in the magazine to deal extra damage. Hand cannons are kind of making a comeback in PvP, and while it's mostly just Thorn and Last Word, personally I think Hawkmoon is the best of the exotic hand cannons. This thing used to be a PlayStation exclusive, and they finally brought it to Xbox in year 2. And even though it's not quite as deadly in year 2 as it was in year 1, it's still a great weapon, and it looks pretty too. I mean, just look at that that paint job. It's got this these feathers and the silver, and it's got all these talons on it. It's pretty beast. Range on it isn't too bad. I would definitely consider running Hammer Forged if you're going to use this. And it's just, as you can tell, I mean, look at that impact. You can run it with aggressive ballistics, get a little extra impact. And with luck in the chamber and holding aces, oh man, this thing is deadly. I will say this though, if you're going to use a hand cannon like this in PvP, you're going to want to run an armor that allows you to carry bonus ammo for hand cannons, or at the very least bonus ammo for primary weapons in general. The thing about hand cannons is when compared to other primary weapons, they go through ammo much faster. So yeah, you're definitely going to want some ammo boosters for this. But yeah, as far as hand cannons and PvP goes, this is my favorite of the exotics. Legacy weapon this week is for primary weapons. So yeah, if you don't have your Thorn, now's your chance to get it. And if you do get a Thorn and you take it in PvP, I'm kind of going to hate you for it. I hope you have to burn through a lot of coins to get it, you Thorn using jerk. But yet, this is your chance to get it, 31 coins apiece. Glass Needles, 3 coins, 3 motes, 1 exotic shard, 3 of coins. 7 strange coins, and you get 5 of them. That's never not going to be confusing to say. Heavy ammo sense, 1 will net you 3, just buy them from barracks. And that just about does it for this video. I think it's a fair week. I know some of the Titans out there are going to be disappointed. I think stand asides are okay, but yeah, it's really just for us strikers and shoulder charging in PvP. That Graviton Forfeit is great for Night Stalkers, and so are those Nothing Manacles. Those are a really fun and very powerful exotic armor. And of course, we got Hawkmoon. Everyone loves Hawkmoon. So what do you think about this week? Did we get a good haul? Let me know in the comments section. I'll try to respond to as many people as I can. Also, don't forget to spank that like button if you enjoyed the video, or if you found it helpful or informative in any way. Your support means a lot to me. And as always, y'all be good to each other, and I will see you in the next video.